Real estate cannot be lost or stolen, nor can it be carried away. Purchased with common sense, managed with reasonable care, paid for in full, it is about the safest investment in the world. That is a wise saying by wise man Franklin D. Roosevelt. Real estate, like one of my mentors says, is something that you can hug. It's something that you can kiss. It is not a vague investment. So my dear viewers, if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And also hit the bell so you always know whenever I bring you lovely videos and updates like this one. And for my old subscribers, I really appreciate you. Today, we're talking about Ibeju Lekki, an area in Lagos State, Nigeria. Stick with me till the end of this video because I want to share with you reasons why you should not be ignorant about what is happening in Ibeju Lekki right now and why you should also invest, even if it is 300 square meters of land. And for those of you that have already invested, you can invest more because real estate cannot be lost or stolen. Stick with me till the end of this video. Let me start by sharing the story of Mr. A. Mr. A bought about 2 plots of land. Naturally, Mr. A is a real estate enthusiast. He has properties around the ikeja GRA, he has properties around Igondo, even the remote part of Lagos. But I want to talk about his investment that he bought at Lekki 1 about 20 years ago. He bought a plot of land at Lekki Phase 1 for 1 million naira about 20-25 years ago. I don't have the exact dates. But right now, he eventually built 4 flats on one of those plots, and he's getting for each flat the rent of 5 million naira for each flat. And that property, that land alone, is worth 500 million range as at today. A land that he bought for 1 million naira 25 years ago. Now, I know that you have definitely been hearing about lands that are 2 million, 2.5 million and above. We started about 3 years ago when we were selling Ibeju Lekki, selling Ekpe and all that. But unfortunately, the prices have really gone up. But guess what? There's never a late time to invest in land. There's never a late time to invest in real estate. And today I want to share with you why you don't need to waste any further time. All right. So I was talking with a client of mine the other day, and I was trying to let him see reasons why he should invest in some locations after the Eleko junction. And he was explaining to me that it's too far. And I tried to make him to know that distance is relative. Far from where is a question. Is it far from your school, your children's school? Is it far from the hospital? Is it far from malls? Is it far from beaches? Is it far from social activities? That's what we should consider. Not far from where. So it's very relative, and it's something that should not discourage anybody into investing in real estate in Ibeju Lekki. So what is all this fuss about Ibeju Lekki? What is all this noise about Ibeju Lekki? The real truth is that, my dear viewers, you need to own a plot or 2 or more in Ibeju Lekki, because you don't want to hear 20 years time that people are now selling the land that they bought for 2 million, for 10 million, and they're now selling 100 million. You don't want to be in that category. There are different kinds of stories. May our own story be the good story in the name of Jesus. So my dear viewers, let me share with you reasons, and I'll start with the first and obvious reason: Dangote refinery. Dangote refinery, you cannot stop hearing about Dangote refinery, because this is actually one of the reasons that is improving or increasing the value of Ibeju Lekki. And Ekpe has joined though, because they are neighbors. So Ekpe has benefited greatly from all the things that are coming to Ibeju Lekki. Ekpe has really benefited greatly, and the value of prices in Ibeju Lekki, in Ekpe right now, has gone up. So Ibeju Lekki and Ekpe are like twin sisters or twin brothers right now, and I'm going to be talking about why you should invest in either Ibeju or Ekpe. Alright, so Dangote refinery, like I was talking about, Dangote refinery will be serving Lagos and West Africa in general. It is the biggest refinery in the whole of West Africa. And right now, it already has staff of about 50,000 staff already working there. and that number will keep on increasing as the operations increase. And there's so many things that are enveloped or inside that city. It's a Dangote refinery city. There's a refinery, there's a fertilizer plant, there's going to be a gas plant already under the ground, and there's going to be a petrochemical factory. Dangote will be producing 650,000 barrels of crude oil per day. This is going to be a change, a massive change to the Nigerian industry, because it's going to help us. By the grace of God, this one that there's scarcity of fuel, it will reduce. It will not have issues of scarcity of fuel, and it should also help with the price of fuel. And let's even assume that, okay, it doesn't, maybe it's going to be static, but at least there will be availability of fuel and less queues in the filling station. So that's not even the topic. The topic is what will lead to your own appreciation of land. Because you know that once there's industry, once there's industry, there's a lot of things happening in an environment, it will lead to appreciation. That's exactly what happened to the airport at Ikeja. This airport helps to increase the value of land or property around Mafoluku, around Ajah estate, around Ikeja GRA, because hotels came, people wanted to be near the airport. So these are one of the reasons why Ibeju Lekki is a hot cake. Dangote refinery, you can't stop hearing it. The second reason on my list is the Lekki deep sea ports. I'm sure we all know that Apapa is a highbrow area. Yes, you can tell me that it's been congested because of the seaports and all. But here in this location, we have massive land, and we have the resources that will house all these containers, that it will not be a nuisance like what we're experiencing right now at Apapa Port. Lekki Deep Sea Port was just recently commissioned by the president about 2 weeks ago in the month of January, and it's already working. Some ships have actually berthed at the deep sea port, the deepest in Africa and the largest in Africa. It's going to really ease off the stress that is already happening at Apapa, and it's not going to affect Ibeju Lekki in any negative way, because there is enough space and enough massive area to house the containers, to house the ships and everything that needs to be done in that location. This is definitely going to increase commercial activity. Already, the Lekki free zone, which is like the third reason why Ibeju Lekki is a big deal. It's something huge is going to happen in Ibeju Lekki. And my dear viewers, if you are watching me right now, if you have not owned any plot around Ibeju Lekki, you need to call me right now so that you can quickly buy your own plots. Make at least your initial deposit, spread your payments. We have some with 18 months, even some with 24 months payment plans. So you don't want to waste time at all. The Lekki Free Trade Zone already is we have about 3 or 2 free zones. We have one that is close to, even the Dangote refinery is in a free zone. So if you have been there or you have seen videos, you will see that it's already in the free zone, where we have the Kellogg's, we have the Power Oil, and all those companies are already there facing the deep sea port. So even logistics wise, it is a lot of reduction of stress for these companies. And many other companies, from information we have, is that a lot of companies are already in that free zone on that Dangote axis. We now have another free zone where the Alaro City is. That one is on the Lekki Epe road that leads to Epe, and that is why Alaro City and other Ibeju Lekki activities like the airport is already affecting Epe positively. And that Alaro City is a beautiful mixed use city, residential and commercial, and it is being managed by a foreign company, and they are building beautiful homes there. They are building beautiful factories inside Alaro City, and this road will connect to Dangote refinery, because they are all built to enable that environment in a very beautiful way that will increase value, that will increase social activities, commercial activities, employment opportunities, make this place a place you want to invest. That's number 2, right? No, that's number 3. Lekki Free Trade Zones in Dangote axis and Lekki Epe axis. The Alaro city is inside the Lekki free zone that is managed by Toleram, or is it CWIL? These are people that are managing those zones, and already to buy properties inside the free trade zones is not cheap. The minimum land, I think, is about $50,000 for companies. But guess what? You are going to the companies are going to have a lot of reductions. No tax, no custom duties, no withholding tax on dividends. A lot of reductions that they're going to eventually get once they are in operation. The logistics for even carriage of their goods from the deep sea port is already removed because it's not far from this location. So that's the reason why a lot of companies over 50s, in 50s or even 100s, have already registered to have presence in these free zones. So these are the reasons why you know that these areas are hotcakes. Ibeju Lekki and Epe is an area that you should invest in quickly before the prices go up more than they are already right now. And also, I think the 4th reason now is the new Lekki International Airport. That is the most exciting one for me because I actually live in Ajah right now, and honestly, having to drive 2-3 hours to the airport when we want to travel is a lot of calculation and headache. But if we're going to have our own airport on this axis, honestly, that airport will miss a lot of us because we're not going to be going there anymore. We will not even be crossing the second toll gates anymore. So this is the reason why I'm very excited about it. And it was approved last year. It was approved by the federal government for Lagos to go ahead and start constructing the new Lekki International Airport. Already that location has been mapped out by Lagos State, and work will soon begin on this site. Let's even imagine that it happens in the next 8 years. You know how time flies. 8 years will come now, and there, voila, our airport is already functioning and working. And by that time, lands around Ibeju Lekki and Epe, I tell you, will be very, very expensive because the airport will automatically appreciate the prices. We all know that airport experiences the government's presence. The government wants to ensure, the state government ensure that their airports are well serviced, the roads that lead there are good roads, well constructed. They want to make sure that the roads have good facilities, the lights and everything. They want to make sure that the airport is a good welcome for their expatriates. So that already will make that area, when it comes to infrastructure, top notch. And then it will also lead to commercial activities. Hotels will come there, companies will come there. So that also means that there will be a lot of employment opportunities, lots of high social activities, restaurants, clubs, lounges around this location are going to happen, and that will lead to you having a good high level of life, a good level of living that you would love. Right now, estates around this location are already promising you solid features. I'm talking about smart cities, talking about entertainment centers, talking about golf courses, or talking about good facilities that will make you central sewage system, central power supply. All these are the promises of estates that are located around this location, and you should benefit from this. So that is the international airport. We also have the talent cities that are coming up. Some weeks back, or is it months back, Lagos had also invited the Film Society of Lagos, I guess is the Nollywoods and the Actors Guild. They came and they also have presence in Epe right now. Inside Alaro City, there's going to be a tech city that's already bought by the owners of Flutterwave, all those big tech names. They've already bought thousands of square meters inside Alaro City, where they want to welcome expatriates, they want to welcome techs, IT techs, and to help the startups and also make that place like the Silicon Valley in the US. So these are just little things that we are hearing and already happening, already coming to be, and we can also see around these locations, and it shows that appreciation of land in this location is not a rocket science. It's not what should be so hard to figure out. It just takes time to wait. And remember, you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and you wait. And when you wait a couple of years, you smile to the bank. There are more reasons though, because we also have the Fourth Mainland Bridge. The Fourth Mainland Bridge is a good infrastructure that also affects the appreciation of land values, because it shows that there will be connectivity. The Fourth Mainland Bridge is going to be moving from Abraham Adesanya all the way to Ikorodu, and to have a foot at Ayetoro, where the new Lagos airport is going to be. So there will be good connectivity, reduction of traffic. People are coming from the mainland to go to the airport. Maybe they want to use our airport on this axis. They are welcome. They just come through that Fourth Mainland Bridge, and it's already approved already as we speak. So these are things that show that in a couple of years, these locations will be too hot for you to handle. So do not wait. Quickly, call me now. Let's go and schedule inspections. Look around. Pick the one that suits your budget. And when you pick the one that suits your budget, spread it. You can pay outright, you can pay 3 months, 6 months, all the way to 24 months in some cases. So my dear viewers, there are more reasons. Stick with me till the end. Let's see what you have to benefit from Ibeju Lekki and Ekpe. So the last reason that I kept to the end is the dual carriage 6-lane road and the coastal road that has been approved by the government that will run from Victoria Island all the way to Dangote refinery. Now, this 6-lane road on the Lekki Ekpe has already been approved, and if you are in diaspora, I can actually do a virtual video for you to see that has already started. In fact, from Eleko to Ekpe is completed, but right now from Eleko back to Abraham Adesanya is under construction right now, and it's causing traffic, but we all know that it is for our own good, because the work, the level of the construction, the speed rather, is very good, and the quality of this road is also very good and encouraging. We all know that it's going to be beneficial to us, because even there's going to be a BRT lane on that road. There'll be a BRT lane, and BRT is the public bus, whereby for those that don't have vehicles of their own, or people that even if you have your own and you don't feel like driving, you're going to be able to use the bus all the way from Adesanya to Ekpe, and it's going to be traffic free. So this is a very good one that we are all excited about. And also the coastal road. The coastal road will be from Victoria Island to Ibeju Lekki. And I know the question on your mind that all these roads, by the time everybody buys land there will be traffic. It is not Nigeria. I am telling you that a lot is being done about construction, about transportation. A lot is being done. People are encouraged to use the ferries. Even the Dangote refinery, most of their cargo will be going by seaport, not by road. So it's a lot of things are being done to reduce the stress on the road and the crowd on the road. And I want us to be excited about it. I want us to be happy about what is happening, and I want us to believe that all these things will work out and will be to our own advantage, because we are all landlords at Ibeju Lekki. So my dear viewers, I hope you have been convinced and not confused about investing in Ibeju Lekki and Ekpe, depending on what your budget can do. If it is 2 million with good title, because in all these investments, I, your number one caring realtor, I always am very careful about the title document of the kind of land that you want to buy. So as long as these properties have good title from acquisition, yes, there are some registered surveys in Ekpe. Yes, you can do your search. Be sure that the coordinate has not been moved and it is the actual coordinate. Be sure of the use of the land. Is it for agriculture? Is it for residential? Is it for commercial? Be sure of all these things. In short, call me, because I am a real estate expert and I know what to do and how to invest. Call me today. Let's schedule an inspection. You need to own a plot or two or more in Ibeju Lekki and Epe quickly before the prices go up. You must do this. So my dear viewers, I'm really grateful for you watching till this end. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll always know whenever I bring you lovely videos and updates like this one. And also for my old timers, my old subscribers, I'm really very grateful, and I will appreciate if you all like, make a comment, share to your loved ones because they might just need this information. Thank you for watching and bye for now.